Hey, Gary Guth here with bagpipelessons.net. Somebody else had requested some help with Scotland the Brave. I've printed out Scotland the Brave right here. And as you can see, I've already written in the rhythm. As a matter of fact, Scotland the Brave is a mass band tune. And when I put my books together, this is my current book, Bagpipe for Beginners. It's the third edition. It's available on Amazon if you're a million miles away, or you can buy it locally from me. But in this book, I've included all of the mass band tunes because I think it's important that if you're a bagpiper, that you should have some tunes in common with other bagpipers. And I think the mass band tunes, um, there's about 12 of them, are played all over the world. And so Scotland the Brave is the first mass band tune that I use. Okay, just to show you here what I've done. If you have a copy of Scotland the Brave at home, you could do the same thing. But again, what I've done is I've numbered the beats. I'm in 4/4 time, 4/4 notes to the measure, and based on the rhythm patterns that I gave to you a couple videos again, if you practice those rhythm patterns, you can practice these. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. Okay, so I think the first thing that you should do if you want to be good at sight reading music, I think the first thing that you should do is learn those rhythm patterns. You practice writing the rhythms in all of the tunes that you're learning, and at some point you're going to get to the point where you don't need to write them in anymore because it will just be automatic. Saying the rhythm a few times before you pick up the practice chanter and start blowing through it. The rhythm is easy compared to the notation. I mean, the fingering and so forth. It's the fingering that takes the longest to develop. Okay, so John Berquist, you had asked about how do you play with a drummer? Okay, if we're looking at Scotland the Brave, for instance, um, so what do I have? I have here. I need both of my hands. Okay, so I'm simulating marching with my hands, left, right, left, right. So in the Scottish tradition, beat one is on the left foot. Okay, so if I got this beat going, and you're calling out the roll by the center, quick march. Zzz, zzz, E, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, a 4, and a 1, 2. You see what I'm doing? So the drummer is rolling off 1, 2, 3, 4. Zzz, zzz. So he's rolling 3 beats in a measure, 2 measures in advance. Zzz, zzz. E is on beat 1, so I've got 3 measures, 2 rolls, beat E, and then technically you could come in. You're only doing a half a measure of E before you actually come in. Okay, so I've got 2 measures of 3, or 2 measures of 4, a half a measure of 2 for the E, and then technically you could come in and start playing. Now, the thing about when you're looking at the rhythm and you're saying, okay, well, where does my foot land with, where is the beat? Where is the beat in a doubling? Okay, well, let's start with the beginning of Scotland the Brave. Okay, cha ba ba da, cha ba ba da. That's my torlua, ba ba da, ba ba da. Okay, so the E grace note on the low A in the set is beat 2. So the torlua actually is going to happen if I'm counting each beat one eanda. The torlua is actually dividing the beat. Okay, so it comes before the beat, but the E grace note of the torlua is what lands on the beat. Ba cha ba ba da cha cha cha. There's my G grace note on the C for the doubling. Cha da dum cha da dum. Do you see what I'm doing? Okay. Now here's what I like about Scotland the Brave. Okay, Scotland the Brave. Scotland the Brave in my book when I'm introducing, I introduced Scotland the Brave relatively early in the program. I do Scots Hey Amazing Grace, and then I have a set with Bluebells, Bonnie Charlie, and Johnny Scobie, and Noah Tabaidawa. But then that I build enough technique up to the point now where the only thing we're introducing to play Scotland the Brave is the Torlua. And then the C doubling is played from 4 different positions, and you got B to the E doubling, and so forth like that. But I introduced Scotland the Brave relatively early for motivation. What do bagpipers want to play when they start? They want to play Amazing Grace, and they want to play Scotland the Brave. Okay, so in doing that, Scotland the Brave, what I like, has a lot of stuff in it. I mean, it has technique on every beat, just about. Okay, which is a great exercise. If you're looking for good exercises to build your technique, learning to play big, slow, and open is the key. What do I mean by that? Big, slow, and open. Instead of me going to the quarter note, one, one, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's how we're gonna play Scotland the Brave, right? But what if I play it to the 8th note? 1, baba 2, 3 E and 4 E, and now I'm playing it in 8/8. This is what it's gonna sound like. Listen, hear my feet. See what I'm doing? Now, if you want to play with somebody else or you want to play with a drummer, I think I think I think one of the first things as a bagpiper that everybody should do is they should practice playing to a beat. Okay, I mean I see so many people out there that kind of improv Amazing Grace. They improv, playing something, but improv means they're kind of just playing to their own beat. There's no beat. Okay, in music, the bagpipe especially, the bagpipe is a rhythm instrument. I make such a big deal about rhythm because musical expression on the bagpipe is created from rhythm. It's not. There's no loud or soft in on the bagpipe. It's just loud. Okay, so what we do with the rhythm determines whether we have musical expression or not. Okay, so what you do between the beats is really important, but you have to have a beat. Okay, so anyway, so that's the point of this. John, look, I hope I answered your question. You know what? You want to play with a drummer? You learn the roll off. The roll off is usually two measures. If you're playing, the roll off is still the same from from my experience, whether you're playing a 3/4, a 2/4, or even a 6/8. So, but it takes 2 measures, 2.5 measures to bring in the E before you actually play the first note of the tune. All right. I hope I answered your questions. If you have any other questions, please feel free and and put your comments below. Also, look, you know what? I know there are other people out there that teach differently than I do, and that's fine. But this is my forum, and if you're interested in somebody else's the way that somebody else teaches rhythm, follow them too. But I don't want to get into a debate, with somebody based on somebody else's way of teaching rhythm. Okay, I've been pretty successful teaching rhythm now for the last 26 years. So I hope you all have a good day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if there's anything else I can do for you, please feel free to call me or email me or whatever. Okay, have a great day.